Culpability Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with Dun Gandalf. What's up? Yo mama. What's up? What's up? What's up? Royal Jules tapping in from Alaska. What's up, Royal? Robert Simmons, what up? Roy, you need to get your people in Alaska to get on board, man. You one of the few people. I don't even think I've seen Alaska pop up in the last 2-3 weeks. What y'all doing out there, man? Y'all need to be throwing a Willie D. Live party or something going on, man. Get it together, man. Do better. What's up, Plain Sight? Jerome Haynes, Isaiah Hardaway, Damon Hill, what's up? Stephen Wren, what it do? Pauline Conway, 4TF Infamous, what it do? All right, fam, I'm going in. So everybody got something to say, seems like, about what's going on with Diddy. And Boosie is no exception. Y'all know Boosie is known for his controversial takes on just about everything. Boosie gonna just speak his mind and seem like whatever's on his heart, he gonna share it. He don't give a damn. He just gonna say what he mean. Just say it exactly how he feel it. So Boosie took to Instagram, and before I go any further, shouts out to Everyday Houston Live. That's why I saw this story first. So shouts out to them. This is the story. So Boosie took to his Boosie official page on Instagram. In fact, I didn't see it on his page either. So I went to look, check it out, and I did not see it. So I guess he deleted it, or maybe I just overlooked. In any event, this is what Boosie had to say. I feel Diddy in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done. Flew bees out for threesomes. He just freakier. We actually go call women prostitutes who fly in willingly to be with their partners for sex. If that's the case, if you've been flued out, if you've been flued out and had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute. If that's the case, that's 80% of the women reading this. And trafficking, hell no. You're a celebrity. You got to fly P in. How else you going to get the P? You're never in one place when I say that video. When I saw that video, I was peed off at this end, like he really got a problem. But facing life in prison for basically what so many others, for doing basically what so many other entertainers has done, I disagree. That's Boosie's take, fam. What do y'all think? Thumbs up if you agree with it. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, you tripping, Boosie. Let's see where y'all at with this. Let me know what you're thinking about it. Thumbs up if you agree with Boosie's take. Thumbs down if you say, hell no, man, this dude tripping. Romello down. Shavor down. T. Collins down. Iwana Foundation up. Neil Jones down. Hurry up and buy up. Melody down. So ill up. Renard up. Travis down. Margot Jones down. Fam, listen, fam, I hate to sound like I'm fussing or whatever, but if I ask y'all to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, that's all I want. I don't need extra commentary. Just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And you can give me the extra commentary after you do that. But give me a thumbs up and thumbs down so I can zip through the poll so I can see where y'all stand. But if I'm not gonna be reading all this stuff, man. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Angela Carter down. Isaiah Hardaway down. Watching People down. James down. Fidel down. Ghostface up. Unique down. Unique Vision TV down. Ghostface up. Jerry Williams down. Brian down. So Ill Kicks. Where is So Ill Kicks? Up. Cool Lady. What's up? Ozzy Jones down. Moses down. Marley Sheen up. Tim down. Christy up. Rand down. Joseph up. Mr. Change Your Mindset up. The One TV up. Okay. So it seemed like to me, let me do this one more time for the people that came in late. Let me read Boosie's take on this one more time so we can make sure we got an accurate poll here. Boosie had this to say about Diddy's recent run-in with the law and everything that he's going through. Everything that he's going through with the various cases he's been implicated in and sued for. Boosie said this: I feel Diddy in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done. Flued bees out for threesomes. He just freakier. We actually go call women prostitutes who fly in willingly to be with their partners for sex. If that's the case, if you've been flued out and had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute. If that's the case, that's 80% of the women reading this. In trafficking, hell no. You're a celebrity. You gotta fly P in. How else you gonna get the P? You're never in one place you're never in one place. When I saw that video, I was peed off at the nig. Like, he really got a problem. But facing life in prison for doing basically what so many other entertainers has done, I disagree. Okay, who disagree with Boosie? Thumbs down if you disagree. Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs down if you disagree. thumbs up if you agree with Boosie's take on Diddy and his situation he's currently going through. As you know, Diddy is currently being held in detention at a facility in New York, in Brooklyn, New York. The judge has denied bail for Diddy. Diddy's team is squabbling viciously and ferociously and vehemently, trying to get him spring from that jail cell and back to Miami, to his mansion in Miami. They want Diddy to be free as he fights the charges. What Boosie does not agree with how the case is being handled. He does not think that Diddy should be in prison for racketeering charges. He does not believe that. But what say you, fam? What say you? Diddy has been accused of having freak-offs. That's what the FBI call it, freak-offs. They busted him with 1,000 bottles of baby oil at one of his cribs. Numerous people have come out saying that Diddy has abused them physically, sexually, and in other ways. They've made accusations of being doped up, coked up, having their drinks spiked. Okay, fam, I'm going in. I'm going in. First, let me speak on the Boosie situation, where Boosie is with it. So Boosie says the dude is messed up. He acknowledged that. See, I think it's important that we hear it all, fam, because sometimes we hear somebody say something we don't like and we just go all the way off and we totally dismiss what the person have to say. So if I listen to everything that Boosie said, if I'm to hear and understand everything he said, not just part of what he said, but if I'm to understand everything that he said, Boosie is saying that when he saw the video, that he concluded that something's wrong with Diddy. He messed up. The dude is messed up. He's messed up. At the same time, on the flip side is the part where they're talking about him flying people in for sex and freak-offs. Again, you got the side where he clearly abused Cassie and he need to be punished for that. That is predatory behavior. He absolutely should be punished for that. But then on the flip side, you're talking about flying people in, and Boosie is saying that these people were not flew in against their will. He's saying that these people volunteered to participate in these freak-offs. That's what he's saying. And if I'm hearing it right, then he is right. But I will go back to something else he said about entertainers flying in women for threesomes. I ain't never did it in my life, not once. Not once. I ain't ever flew them in for a twosome, let alone a threesome. Some dudes trick off money like that. I don't. I've never tricked off money like that. Do what makes you happy. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. But there is a lot of dudes that do that, not just rappers and singers and, athletes, dudes who get money. They do that. Some dudes, they really ain't getting a lot of money, but if they can afford to fly a chick in, they're going to fly in. They'll spend their last money to fly a chick in. Because there's something about that goofy, what I'm talking about? Say, man, a man will go out of his way to get to it. So let's not front. Let's not front. If you ain't flew in, if you ain't had no car, you probably done got on a bus to go see a chick or a train to go see her. And I'm talking about and travel for miles. Especially when you was young. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not fake. Let's not put on a show for the internet, fam. Let's not do that. Let's not put on a show for the internet. A lot of dudes go through all types of extents to get some of that, some of them yams. You know what I'm talking about? Do a lot of things to get to it. And I think that most dudes who can't afford it have flown women in for the purpose of sex. Just sex. In, out, bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, get out of here. I think that happens with most. I would agree with Boosie. I would agree that most celebrities have done that. Most dudes with money have done that. Hell, I'll go as far as saying most women with money have done it. Yeah, there's a lot of women. Let's get to the get down, man. Yeah, y'all women, I'm telling on you. Some of y'all women, y'all done flew dudes in. And you shame to admit it. But he just had to get a little piece. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no money. Money was funny, but you saw something in him you liked and he was attractive and you was like, man, I bet he can lay it down, and you went on and took that risk. Moved him in, flew him in, you flew them in, got to your house, you looked up, and he had been there 3 weeks. And you going back and forth to work. You going back and forth to work. He ain't not eating up all the food, sucking up all the air, all in the videos, all on the records. Some of y'all women be tricking too. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. But again, most people, when they heard what Boosie had to say, they was totally dismissive of the first half of what he said when he talked about seeing that video. He saw the video. He said it was, he didn't say it was disgusting, but it was disgusting to me. And it was a cowardly act, okay? And he needed to be punished for that. Although Boosie didn't say he needed to be punished, he did say he disagreed with that video. He disagreed with the act. But trying to lock a dude up for life, for flying people in, for freak offs, people who volunteered. I'm gonna tell you something, fam. I do not believe Diddy held anybody against their will. I think all those people, with the exception of some of them, you know what? I back that up. I backtrack. I'm a backtrack. I ain't got no problem backtracking when I'm wrong. I do believe that some of those women were pressured and perhaps even threatened. I do believe. But I do believe most of those people jumped on those planes on their own accord, at their own free will. And they went out there to have fun, to either get paid or just to have fun, to be in the in crowd, to be part of the freak off, right? Because everybody, every woman that take it off ain't getting paid to take it off. Even prostitutes. Prostitutes don't charge everybody. So it depends on what she's getting out of it. What is she looking for? What is he looking for? What is he getting out of it? Right? Everybody ain't getting paid. Everybody ain't looking to get paid. They might be looking to get paid down the line, but some people just be looking for a good time. Now, I'm going to keep it a buck with you, fam. I got to keep it a buck. I know that ain't the most popular thing to say, But I gotta call a strike, and a ball, fam. I love all y'all, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, make it sound fly to you. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I do believe that perhaps some of those women were coerced. Some of those women were pressured, including Cassie. But I do believe that many other times that she wasn't. Remember, they was together for 10 years. So I do believe that there were times that she wasn't pressured. There was times that she just, she did it because, that's something she perhaps wanted to do. I don't believe that Puffy was holding male dancers and male escorts at gunpoint and had some type of special, special military dudes or Secret Service type dudes and goons standing over dudes, marching them into rooms and passing them baby oil one at a time, here, counting the baby oil and all that stuff, and looking and checking their butts, booty holes, and all that. I don't think that was happening. I don't think dudes were just standing at the door, making sure they didn't escape, standing outside the window, making sure they didn't escape from the mansions. I think a whole lot of those people, most of those people that were involved themselves freely. I heard the baby talking about how he went to a party once and a Diddy party once. And then as the night went on, about 15 of them stayed behind, but Diddy kicked everybody else out. He purposely handpicked the 15 people he allowed to stay. Y'all can stay. Everybody else got to go. Now, those 15 people that stayed behind, he didn't mention nothing about no guns being pulled on them. He ain't say nobody was standing around with knives and grenades. There wasn't no sharpshooters at the gate. People was allowed, just like they were allowed to come freely, they were allowed to leave freely. Now, does that discount any possible criminal behavior? No. Crime is a crime. If a crime was committed, the crime was committed, and he got to deal with that. But if it wasn't a crime, if his only crime is that he was engaged in something freaky, he was doing freaky stuff, that ain't no life sentence. And that man should not be held up, be put up on Rico charges if that's the case. They're trying to say he flying people across state lines and it was an organized gang of people doing all of this stuff. And perhaps it was. I don't know. It could have been. It could be. But some of the things that they're saying that he did does not align with a Rico charge. And some of the stuff I just, quite frankly, don't believe. It's just like some of the stuff that they put on R. Kelly. I don't believe some of the stuff that they put on R. Kelly. Some of the stuff that they accused him of, especially the first girl way back, well, we saw the video. Well, allegedly. So, perhaps you can believe that. But all of this stuff about holding women in his mansions and stuff, and they couldn't leave, but at the same time, these women would had the keys to the cars, going to the mall. They were leaving, going to visit their parents, and coming back on their own. They were going to the restaurants, going back and forth. They were out in public with R. Kelly at major events, and they couldn't just wink, something, blink twice or something. I think a lot of times when we once somebody becomes the villain, then we look at that person as the villain, and it doesn't matter what somebody says, accuse them of. We just roll with it. We just accept it. not understanding that it could actually, something like that could actually happen to you. Not that you would be involved in sex trafficking or abusing women or spiking folks' drinks and pushing people around and bullying people. But what if you was accused of something else? And, you know, then people started piling on other things about you that you wasn't guilty of, but they put it on you anyway. Okay, some of y'all perfect. Some of y'all ain't never gotten in no trouble. Y'all ain't gonna get in no trouble. But what about your children? What about your spouse? What about your brother? What about your sister? What about your cousin? What about your friend? Somebody you know is going to be accused of doing something reckless. And perhaps they might be guilty of doing something reckless, but they may not be the monster that they're painted out to be. Having said that, I do believe that Diddy is the monster he's being painted out to be. I do believe that. This is just me and looking at all of the stuff that I've heard over time, over the years, and looking at everything that's in front of me now. This is common sense for me. So I absolutely think that he's guilty of much of the stuff that he's being accused of, but I do not believe he's guilty of everything that he's being accused of. And I'm not sure that he should be charged for some type of Rico violations. I'm not sure that state violations, yeah, but Rico, that's a different level. You're talking about a totally organized crime unit. That's different. That's totally different. We going state to state with this. We taking show on the road. We gonna pop anybody that get out of line. We gonna destroy them. Nah. And what's up with Clive Davis? That's his mentor. You mean tell me Clive ain't been involved in none of this stuff? I'm just asking. I don't know. Clive totally innocent? All these years? Clive put him on. Clive is the one supposedly turned Diddy out. Showed him how to get down with the Freak Fest. Clive, this is what has been alleged, that Clive Davis is the one who showed him the ropes. Clive ain't going down. Clive playing like he's senile now. I saw Clive out one day, and somebody, the TMZ folks, was trying to ask him some questions. And Clive was like, they asked Clive about Diddy. They asked Clive about Diddy. And Clive was like, huh? He had a dude leading him. He was holding on the back of dude's shoulder. The dude was leading him. And Clive was like, he said, yeah, what do you think about P. Diddy? Are you like Diddy doing it? He was like, huh? Like, Diddy who? Shit, I don't know no Diddy. What y'all talking about? Man, you better get up out of here with that. Yeah. Clive hit him with the, what you talking about, Willis? Clive was like, man, y'all better get up off me. I'm damn near 100. I'm on my way out. Let me be. I will say this, fam. Over the last maybe couple years or so, Diddy seemed to appear to be off. Over the last couple of years or so, he seemed to be off. Y'all remember that Halloween, maybe 2-3 Halloweens ago, and Diddy was dressed up like the Joker and he was walking the streets of New York and he was just acting really weird. Perhaps he knew something was coming down then. Perhaps he was already made aware of the investigation. Because that's one thing about it. When you got paper like Diddy, you can get that leak. That information is in abundance. And I would be willing to bet that Diddy knew he was under investigation before the Cassie lawsuit. I'm willing to bet. It's very difficult to keep something like that concealed. Very difficult. Diddy being investigated. That is very difficult to keep concealed. I don't know how many times I've heard about cases that were people, high profile people I know, who were being investigated. Not know like this is my friend, but know. And I found out, well, I didn't find out because it sounded like I was searching, but the information came to me freely. And such being investigated. They're investigating such and such. They're investigating such and such. So I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy knew he was being investigated. Like I say, when you got that kind of money, you got ears in a lot of places, especially when you have a network as big as Diddy's, you have ears in a lot of places. And so you hear a lot of things. And I can absolutely believe that when some of those people say that they were afraid to say something, to speak out, I believe them. Others, I really don't believe, because saying that you're afraid of somebody when you're suing them or you're filing charges against them, that's standard procedure. That's like police saying, I fear for my life when they kill somebody. That's just something people automatically say. So they automatically include that in lawsuits and in, criminal charges and things of that nature. What's up, Lady G? Yeah, a lot of people are saying, yeah, Romello, I see you. A lot of people are saying that, they're talking about this liquor company that he was with, when he had Ciroc. That's really when it looked like things started to unravel, right? Right, when he fell out with Ciroc, that's when it seemed like stuff just started happening. So, the thing is, you know what? Let me look at that timeline. So he dropped the lawsuit with Ciroc Vodka parent company after accusing them of racism. Yeah. 54-year-old rapper previously accused Diageo of neglecting Ciroc Vodka and DeLeon tequila. This Gomes has dropped his lawsuit against spirits giants Diageo, I think that's pronounced Diageo, in which he claimed it had not made promised investments in his DeLeon tequila and Ciroc Vodka because of his race. Sean Combs and Diageo have now agreed to resolve all disputes between them, Diageo and Combs said in a joint statement obtained by Fox Business on Tuesday. Okay, get me back there. Let's go back. We need to go back. We got to go back. Let's see. Does Diddy own? What happened between Diddy? How much? Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to go to my sources now. I need to get off of Google and go a little deeper. Get off Google. Let's see. So they officially parted ways in January 2024 after settling a legal dispute. The parent company of the brand, the relationship had soured after Diddy filed a lawsuit in June 2023 accusing Diageo of racial discrimination and neglecting the promotion of both Ciroc vodka and DeLeon tequila. As part of the settlement, Diddy and Diageo agreed to terminate their partnership, with Diageo retaining full ownership of both brands. Whew! Retained full ownership of both brands. I guess they couldn't take that brand somewhere else. I guess they just cannot take it somewhere else. But they probably, when he first did the deal, they probably got that understood. They probably had that already understood that he was not going to be walking off with that brand. And if I could recall, I believe Ciroc was already in existence when Diddy jumped on board and started promoting it. Yeah. So yes, Ciroc was around before Diddy. Began promoting. Ciroc was created by John Ribichet, a French winemaker and distiller, and launched in 2003. The vodka distinguished itself by being made from grapes rather than traditional grains or potatoes. Diddy entered into a marketing partnership with Ciroc in 2007, which significantly boosted the brand's visibility and sales. Under his promotion, the brand's popularity skyrocketed, and he helped increase its sales by over 3,000%. Impressive. So Diddy, Impressive. Just not joining, fam. We were talking about Boosie's stance on Diddy's predicament. Diddy is currently being held in detention at a New York jail, a Brooklyn, New York jail, for crimes of sexual abuse, physical abuse, drug trafficking, human trafficking, and so on and so on. The feds are trying to make the case that Diddy is a dangerous man and he should not be granted a bond while he awaits trial for these accusations. Boosie, he took to Instagram and fired off this. I feel Diddy in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done. Flew bees out for threesomes. He just freakier. We actually go call women prostitutes who fly in willingly to be with their partners for sex. If that's the case, if you've been flued out and had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute. If that's the case, that's 80% of the women reading this. In trafficking, hell no. You're a celebrity. You gotta fly pee in. How else you gonna get the pee? You're never in one place. When I saw that video, I was peed off at this end. Like, he really got a problem, but facing life in prison for doing basically what so many other entertainers has done, I disagree. What say you, fam? What say you? Give me a thumbs up if you disagree with Boosie. In fact, give me a thumbs down if you disagree with Boosie. Thumbs down if you disagree with Boosie. Thumbs up if you agree with Boosie. Thumbs up if you agree with Boosie. This all started. It's all started. Man, the house of cards came tumbling down when this woman right here, when Cassie, Diddy's girlfriend of 10 years, filed a civil lawsuit against him, alleging crimes of sexual abuse and physical abuse and emotional abuse and every other type of abuse, claiming that Diddy forced her to have sex with male escorts while he watched. Talked about how he beat her and all this type of stuff, and she was asking for $30 million. They settled for an undisclosed amount within 24 hours after she filed the lawsuit. But it was too much, too little, too late. A few weeks later, or could have been months, actually months later, a video surfaces of Diddy beating on Cassie at a hotel in Los Angeles, in the Los Angeles area. And that right there is what turned a whole lot of people on Diddy. Because at first, Diddy's public persona has always been, what do you call himself? Love, what is it, Dr. Love? What is it? What did Diddy call himself? Love something. He was, before that, it was always peace, brother. I ain't did nothing. Diddy was always talking about how somebody else did something to him, brother love, right? So he's talking about how, he's the one that's been wronged. All of these different entertainers coming up talking about how Diddy did him wrong. And on the business side, fam, I ain't gonna lie, I gave him the benefit of doubt simply because a lot of artists think that they deserve more. Most artists think that they deserve more than whatever it is that they get. Almost everybody thinks that they deserve more. And I just thought that perhaps these artists were just whining, right? And I look at contracts like, if you sign a contract, you grown, you know what you're doing. I think only maybe one or two people wasn't grown when they signed contracts with Diddy. But I just look at it like, man, if you grown, you know what you're doing. You sat there, you sign that contract, you take the bitter with the sweet. So you take that legendary status that you got from signing that contract and the money that you did make when you was on the road, because most people who had a hit record made a few million with that hit record. Because you can go on the road and make a lot of money, even if you don't make a cent off your publishing, off your sales. You can make a whole lot of money on that road. So if you took that money and you blew that money that you made on the road, hey man, you got to take some of that blame. You got to take some of that blame. You can't just say you broke because of him. You did at one point have $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $5 million, $500,000. Because you gotta learn to listen and listen to learn. I'm not talking about signing contracts to have sex, homie. I'm talking about recording contracts. Now, what is you talking about? This is why when you jump in the chats and people already have an ongoing conversation, you should try to listen for a while so you can get the gist, at least the gist of what people are talking about, so that you don't jump out there and get ran over intellectually. Lovely day. What up? Chief Kool-Aid. Mike Brown. What's up? What's up, June? Michelle? FOTF infamous. Yeah, what so here's the thing, fam. This is the cold part right here. Trump is equally or more, even more dangerous than Diddy is, but he's allowed to run for president. And Trump has already been convicted of 34 felonies, and he got more cases pending. If anybody's a flight risk, he's one, but he hasn't had to turn in his passport. The double standards are eyebrow raising. Town and Beyond says it's not the same. Of course, the only thing that makes it not the same is the color of their skin and the specific crimes. But a crime is a crime and a felony is a felony. And no other man in this country would have 34 felonies and be a free man in this country. There would be no other man who's been convicted of 34 felonies and be not only be free in this country, but be allowed to run for president. So you can get up out of here with that. We know what that's about. It just amazes me how when it's certain people, how the judges all of a sudden have a conscience, how the judges all of a sudden have a moral compass. Oh, we can't, we got to protect the public. We got to protect the public. Like, no, this guy is dangerous. We got, he's threatening people. You got dude and went out here and you got people that's been accused of rape, that's been convicted, that already had to settle lawsuits and lost lawsuits in the court of law. And they still allowed to roam the streets. What's the little white dude name that raped 4 girls? Little college student raped 4 girls, beat one of them savagely by a trash can. He beat her and dumped her. I think they say he beat her and dumped her in a trash can. And he was given probation. They not serious about keeping the public safe, man. That's all game. They picking and choosing who they want to lock up and who they want to be serious about going after. Once I saw what they did with Trump, I cannot take them seriously. He was convicted in New York of all those these the same prosecutors who went after Trump. So why isn't Trump in jail? It's the same judicial system. The same lawyers are walking the same halls, the same politicians. I'm saying, fam, if you're going to lock up Brother Love, lock up Brother Hate too. That's Trump, y'all, Brother Hate. That's Trump. I'm absolutely certain Trump has committed crimes against women. I'm absolutely certain he's committed crimes against women. Got a troll. Boom. Whoo. Got him up out of that too. That was vicious. That was a vicious block. Y'all should see me over here working that block, man. Man, I'm really cold with that block, man. Yeah, let's talk about Hugh Hefner. We ain't trying to give Puffy no pass, but keep that same energy. Hugh Hefner got to be, they call Hugh Hefner a playboy. Some women called Hugh Hefner a pimp. Hugh Hefner had little girls, all kind of underage girls, walking the halls of the Playboy Mansion and all up in the lagoon and all in the pool, all in the sun bath, in the sunroom, all in the what they call it, all in the whirlpool, all in the sauna. Yeah. Young girls, underage girls. And he go through his entire life and not get convicted, not get indicted one time on sex crimes. And he had a whole pornographic magazine. On June 4th, 1963, Hefner was arrested for promoting obscene literature after he published an issue of Playboy featuring nude shots of Jane Mansfield in bed with a man present. Okay, so he got that one situation where he was promoting, where he was arrested for promoting new literature. But what else? I guarantee you that Hugh Hefner's freak offs was probably more legendary. He definitely had more years under his belt with the freak offs. He had all kind of senators at his house, governors, presidents, mayors, city managers, all types of people from Hollywood, all people from all walks of life. They were clamoring to get inside of that Playboy Mansion, trying to get to them young girls. He ain't did not one day in jail for messing with underage girls or any type of girls. Not one time. They celebrated Playboy so much, they tried to make Playboy look like it was something classy. They even convinced some women that they was doing something classy. Like, ooh, if you do a Playboy spread, it's with taste. You know, it's classic if you do Playboy. Now, Hustler, not so much, but Playboy, they're gonna make you get naked and you're gonna spread your legs, but you're gonna open it up. Nobody's gonna put anything inside of you. If they put something inside of you, you're not gonna see the penetration. Psst, man, come on, fam. The double standards are absolutely amazing. Having said that, black men, you better know that you can't do what your white counterparts do. You ain't gonna be able to get away with that. There is no black man in America would have been able to pull that off and had ran a porn magazine in the United States of America, they'd have shut you down for thinking about it. It wouldn't have happened one day. It wouldn't have lasted one day. You would have never gotten as big as Playboy. You could publish some stuff like that and do some direct mailing or something like that, but you would have never, ever been able to do something like that. They had Playboy all on TV. They was doing business with the networks and everything. No way possible they allowed a black man to do something like that. Again, the double standards. And this for all the people that say, well, you know, everything is not about race. Yeah, it's always about race. It's always about race. Dana White smacked his wife in the face. Yeah, she hit him, but she's a female. And it was his wife. He smacked in the face. Video went viral. He already back in the good graces. He kicking it. He hanging out with presidential candidates. Ain't none of the brands. Nobody has distanced themselves from him. He's still a cool dude. Sir Kurt, what's up? Bridget Mouton. Jimmy Brown. Kim Israel. What's up? What's up, Matt Ricks? This dude, Trump, said he grabbed women by the pee, and half the white women in America went and voted for him. The dude became president of the United States after he was caught on tape admitting to sexually assaulting women. And they still voted for him. Yeah, it's always about race. I don't want to hear it. Cool lady, cool. Rico X. That's my time, fam. That is my time. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Boosie comments. Boosie say he disagreed with the way that Diddy is being treated in regards to the flying the women in part, or flying against the men in too for sex. Drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this, fam. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Till next time, fam, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.